Hello friends, this is the second part of video on components of elevator. The link of first part is given in the description of this video. So let us start. Buffers. The buffer is an apparatus located at the bottom of elevator which is designed to protect people and malfunction of an elevator control system. Buffers can stop a descending car by accumulating or dissipating the kinetic energy of the car. You can see in this picture, buffers may also be fitted under the lift car or counterweight. Buffers can be of two types: energy accumulation type buffer and energy dissipation type buffer. Energy accumulation type buffers may be used only with lifts having a rated speed up to and including 1.5 meter per second. For example, spring buffer. Energy dissipation type buffers may be used whatever may be the rated speed of the lift. For example, oil buffer. Lift safety gears or brakes. Everyone who has ever traveled in an elevator has had the same thought. What if the cable holding this thing suddenly snaps? Rest assured, there is nothing to worry about. If a cable snaps, a variety of safety systems prevent an elevator car from crashing to the floor. Each car ran between two vertical guide rails with sturdy metal teeth embedded all the way up them. If the running speed of elevator car exceeds the set speed by elevator, or if the elevator suspension rope breaks down, elevator safety gear stops the elevator car and holds the elevator car at the elevator guide rail. Usually these brakes are installed on the elevator car or counterweight frame. Lift safety gears are of two types: instantaneous and progressive. If the car speed is less than 1 meter per second, then instantaneous type of safety gears are used. And if the car speed is above 1 meter per second, then these type of progressive safety gears are used. Capacity. To prevent overloading of the car by persons, the available area of the car shall be limited and related to the nominal or rated load of the elevator. For calculation of number of passengers, as per Indian standard, number of passengers is equal to rated load divided by 68. Here 68 is the weight of one passenger in kilogram. Whereas as per European standard, the average weight of passenger considered is 75 kg. Speed. What is the suitable speed of elevator? If it is too fast, then it will result in nervous breakdown to the user. And if it is too slow, then it will cause lack of function of electrical panels and power outlets. Cabin. It is also known as car. You can see in this picture, this is the main part of elevator which is designed for enclosed transport of passengers and goods. It is usually a heavy steel frame surrounding a cage of metal and wooden panels. Cabin is the place where the passenger truly experiences the elevator. Cabin can be of one opening, two opening, angle opening, and three entrance cabin. One opening cabin has a single entrance. Two opening cabin has two opposite entrances. Angle cabin has two entrances situated at an angle of 90 degree. And three entrance cabin has three entrances. Elevator cabinets shall be completely enclosed by walls, floors, and ceiling. The only permissible opening being are the car door, emergency trap door, and ventilation apertures. You can see in this picture, emergency trap door is placed on top of the elevator car. Car floor. Car floor shall have sufficient mechanical strength to sustain forces which will be applied during normal operation, safety gear operation, and impact of the car to its buffers. Floor will be recessed and covered by PVC covering or marble stone or granite, and it can be also customized according to client requirements. Car ceiling. Car ceiling is designed to be able to support two persons during maintenance operation without permanent deformation. Car ceiling is prepared also to mount emergency trapdoor, blower fan, and balustrade. False ceiling is the main source of lighting in the elevator car. There are many different designs for elevator lighting. Fluorescent lighting and spotlights are the most common lighting elements used for elevator lighting, and combination of two types can also be used. Emergency trapdoor assembly. Emergency trapdoor can be easily opened from inside the car by using triangular key and from outside the car without a key by turning the link to pull locking arms. Normally, emergency trapdoor size is 600 by 400 mm to permit the rescue and evacuation of passengers. Car operating panel, which is also known as COP. Car operating panel is a panel mounted in the car containing the car operating controls such as call register buttons, door open and close, alarm, emergency stop, and whatever other buttons or key switches are required for operation. Handrail. Elevator car in most cases is provided by a handrail at one side, two sides, or on all sides of the cabin. At least one side of the car has a handrail installed, which can be used by passengers for support, including persons with disabilities. Handrails come with different finishes like stainless steel styles or painted in selected color upon client requirements. Elevator doors. Elevator door is of two types, manual doors and automatic doors. Manual doors. These type of doors are opened with the help of person who wants to enter the lift. It can be a single panel or collapsible door that protects the car entrance. Automatic doors. Automatic doors are the type of doors which are automatically opened as it is powered by a door operator and usually have a full height photoelectric curtain to sense the entry or exit of persons. Automatic doors are of two types, central door, telescopic door. In case of central door, during opening or closing, the panels move in opposite directions. Whereas in case of telescopic door, during opening or closing, the panels move in the same direction. So friends, I hope I have covered all the components of elevators in these two videos. So see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.